Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to celebrate the life of our beloved friend, the cornerstone of our lives, Wilbur Garcia Jack. He left his dear earth on Friday, August 17th, in the year of the Lord 2012. Now, I'm Willie's adoptive parent, and over the past 5 years that he's been with us, I can honestly say that he's become one of my best friends in the whole world. And looking out at all of you in this congregation, the hundreds of misty-eyed people, I know I'm not the only one that Willie truly touched. The majority of Wilbur's life was full of vitality and excitement. Some thought he was one of the most incredible betta fish since recorded history. He was passionate towards everything he took on, whether it was sports, family recreation, or just sitting around the table playing gin rummy with his pals. One of his favorite things to do with the family was to sit in front of the TV and watch the incredible Mr. Limpet. Willie really reminded me a little bit of Henry Limpet. In fact, in the latter years, Wilbur's eyesight became so bad that he really needed glasses. Now, unfortunately and amazingly, my health insurance doesn't cover fish. So it was going to be so costly to fit Wilbur with fish glasses that I told him he was just going to have to live with it. He often mentioned to me that he wished he could have the reverse role of Henry Limpet and turn from being a fish into a human being. For those of us that knew Willie, he really was a human in a fish suit. He's been only gone for a few days now, but I miss him so much that I wish I had the unique power to reverse his death and turn him into a healthy, live human being. Wilbur was born on Graham Jack's first birthday, and over the past 5 years, they've become truly best of buddies. Graham would feed Wilbur just before Willie's bedtime, and then we'd take Graham up to bed for a story shortly after. As he would be falling asleep, Graham would ask if Willie would be having the same exciting dreams that he was going to have that night. Towards the end of Willie's life came the birth of our daughter, Kirby, just this past June in 2012. Why, unfortunately, Willie was in such poor health at the time that he wasn't able to join us in the delivery room to see Kirby's birth. But when we brought Kirby home, despite his ailing health, he really created a unique bond with her. In fact, Kirby's first smile came after Willie told her a nursery rhyme. I'll never forget it. Willie's demise came fast, and it ended fast. I was just getting ready to do a much-needed fishbowl cleaning when I saw how bad things had really gotten. And with that, they rushed Willie to the hospital in an ambulance. Woo! Wilbur arrived at Pisces Memorial Hospital, the leading hospital for fish in all of the United States. Led by Chief Fish Resident Dr. Duger and his assistant nurses Penelope and Fiona, they spent 4 hours trying to save his life. Even Cackles the Clown was there to give his humorous support, but it just didn't seem to help. And after a long battle, we lost him. He fought like an absolute champ, but sadly in the end, it just was not to be. Wilbur always shared my love of the Beatles, and he asked that I play this song at his final ceremony. Once there was a way to get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Golden slumbers fill your eyes, smiles await you when you rise. Sleep, pretty darling, do not
I will sing a lullaby.
So here we are, gathered a few days after Wilbur's passing. I'm so glad that so many of his close friends were able to make this ceremony. It means so much to Wilbur. I mean, he touched so many people's lives, people and animals alike. You know, he's got his friend Mr. Bunny there, and he was close with some horses. I actually see that Batman made an appearance here. Wilbur became very close with Batman and gave him some suggestions on how he could continue to fight crime. I see that Dr. Duger has made an appearance. He must have gotten out of work, and actually Cackles the Clown took a tumble. He must be a little sauced at this point. He's so sad and depressed. But, you know, Wilbur's looking down from fish heaven and is extremely thankful for your presence and love. On his deathbed, he whispered into my ear that he really wanted to be buried close to us, and we thought that the backyard would be the best place to do so. He was such a spiritual fish and became very fond of Mr. Buddha in our backyard, so we thought his final resting place, it would be apropos to be under the watchful eye of Mr. Buddha. And I just really hope that Mr. Buddha does his best to make sure that the critters don't get into Wilbur's final resting spot, because we want to have him stay here for eternity. So without further ado, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Wilbur, it's been a great run. We've loved you. You've loved us back. And we wish you the best in the afterlife. And we hope to see you up there at some point in our eternity. Goodbye, my dear friend.